Okay, thank you guys so very much for being here. Welcome to Real Talk Houston Studios. We're actually across the hall. We're in the think tank for Real Talk Houston Studio. We have a very special season finale planned for you guys tonight. I've already went over, right? I'm only supposed to have, 10 episodes per season, so now I'm at 17. So I'm kind of already off into season 3, which it hasn't even officially started yet. But can't stop, won't stop. It was hard to stop when I had so many wonderful guests that wanted to be on the show. So it was just hard for me to stop, you guys. I love my platform that much. I love bringing small businesses to the platform, ones that are up and going and well on their way. Today, I want to welcome you guys again. I have my special sponsor in the house tonight, you guys. I have the CEO of K Occasions is in the building and here at the gold table. She graciously decorated my set today, you guys. How fabulous is this set? Amazing, right? Oh my God. It is absolutely wonderful. She has my name on the balloons, you guys. She has my name on the podium here. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. So what I want to do is bring the CEO of K Occasions up really quick to say just a couple of words to us. Tell us a little bit about her fabulous event planning business. And her partner offer top-notch event planning services. So can you just come up and just say a couple of words? You can just stand right here in front of the beautiful podium and say a couple of words about K Occasions.
Hi guys, how you doing today? My name is Colette and I'm the CEO of K Occasions. We offer event designing, styling, rentals in Missouri City, Texas and surrounding areas. You can follow our Instagram for inquiries and more about our work. And what we do, our Instagram is K Occasions, and we just want to make sure that we plan your next great occasion.
Yes, yes. Thank you so very much for being here in the studio, and thanks a million times over for decorating the set. I can't get over how beautiful this is. Yeah. I just want to figure out how can I take that home and put it in my foyer so I can look at it every day until the balloons go down. Because I love balloons. Everybody here know that. Yes. So, again, thank you guys for joining us. We have another fabulous CEO, young and on the move. She is moving and shaking, you guys, in the eyewear industry. She is the CEO of MOODS EYEWEAR. She is the designer and she is doing it in the eyewear industry. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
So happy to be here. And thank you for having me on your finale.
Yes, we're going out with a bang.
We are.
Yes.
We are.
Yes. ALLENA GRANT, everybody. She's amazing and she's going to talk to us a little bit about how she got started, what her passion is, what she finds exciting about the industry, what's rewarding to her, what her journey has been, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's initially start out with telling us where you're from. What do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
I am a Houstonian,
Oh.
a proud Houstonian.
Yes.
I love Houston, born and raised. So what I like to do, my hobby, moves, takes up all of my time. That is my hobby. I do have a 9 to 5, so I do work, and then when I come home, I'm straight to business. Working.
Okay. So you go from business to business.
I go from business to business, non-stop.
B to B. Tell us a little bit about your childhood. What did you have aspirations on your own business back then, or were you just a kid on the merry-go-round playing hopscotch?
I wanted to be a lot of things. You know, I wanted to be Judge Judy. I have a degree in biology, so I thought I wanted to go the healthcare route. And then I really dug deep during the pandemic, and I found that, what is my passion? What is my passion? And I was like, my passion has been sitting on my face for years. I've been wearing glasses since the 5th grade. And I was like, I can do this. So I did it.
Were you wearing prescription glasses?
Prescription glasses since the 5th grade. And I would have my mother spend hundreds of thousands of dollars because I would have to get top-notch Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci.
Yes.
I was wearing all of those frames. I was like, if I'm going to have to wear some glasses, I'm going to be stylish.
They're going to be fly.
They're going to be fly. I'm going to rock them. So
Okay,
that is why I started a luxury brand.
Okay. She just went straight into childhood to starting her luxury brand, you guys. She knew at a young age what she wanted to do. You know what you loved, and you turned that into your passion, and your passion turned into what you do for a living, because you will be quitting your day job soon.
I
We're
will.
manifesting that,
Yes.
and it will be happening.
Yes, speak that into existence.
So that is amazing. So the eyewear industry, I know it was valued back in 2020. I don't know if the numbers are for 21, but we'll talk about that later and what it kind of looks like for 2022. But in 2020, the value of the eyewear industry, did I read the numbers right? It was like $140 billion over the entire industry?
You read that correctly. $140 billion.
Who would have been? Who would have thought? That's amazing.
That is. And that is why I decided, not only do I love it, but I love money too. So,
True.
So,
Yeah.
And I want to live a nice life. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to go into the eyewear industry. And also, you can price your glasses at any point. Of course, I wanted to sell what I wear, and I wear luxury frames. So that's why I just started a luxury company. And actually, you know, it's really popular for frames to be on the little affordable side. So you can get frames for $40, and you can get frames up to $1,000.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that is why it's such a big industry, and then it's also a necessity. People wear prescription, and also even if you don't wear prescription frames, you're supposed to be wearing shades when you're in your car to protect your eyes from the sun rays.
Okay.
And then we have contacts, we have accessories, prescription, and shades as well. So all of that is circulating in the eyewear industry, and that is why it's $140 billion industry.
Yeah, a lot of different types of glasses and styles and everything out there, right?
Yes.
So you offer prescription lenses or prescription frames as well as sunglasses?
So I offer sunglasses, but you can pop the sunglasses out and take them to your local optometrist and have them put in your prescription. These are prescribed. I'm wearing my brand, as you can see.
Right.
But you can take them to the luxury eyewear, the optometrist, and have your prescription. So this is how it would look on if you were to go to my website.
Yes, and those are the shades.
Yes.
So you pop the lenses out and then just put the prescription lenses inside of your own frame.
Exactly.
Okay. So we talked about numbers. So as far as percentages, well, let me step back. First of all, let's go back to Moods Eyewear, the name. How did you come up with the name? Why Moods?
Moods, because I felt like I wanted to hit every mood. I wanted to have a frame where, you know, so this is a story. So I've always picked extravagant, out of the box frame. Like, I never was going with like a plain Jane frame. It was either going to be really big, something on the side. So I would always ask my mom, I was like, Mom, do you think this is too much for work? So I wanted to provide frames for every mood. So you have your mood when you go into work. You have your mood when you're at home and you're getting ready to go out to a nice happy hour. And you have a mood when you're with your man. So I wanted to hit every mood, and that's the goal.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So, frames for every mood.
Yes.
You got your party frame, your home frame, your work frame, driving home from work frame, going to the beach frame, brunch frame, lunch frame, dinner frame, all of that. Right?
All of that.
See,
All of
that's
that.
what I'm talking about. It depends on what your mood is and where you're going and what you're doing. Pop on those glasses to suit that mood, right?
Exactly.
I love it. Numbers. Okay, now we can get to the numbers. So, out of that $140 billion industry, that was 2020 number. So you guys, that number has probably increased by now. Who knows what that number is now? I know it's estimated to be up to close to 200 billion maybe by 2024 or something like that. And those are approximate numbers based on the current growth, you guys, okay? So there's a mere handful of those eyewear designers that are of color, our black and brown eyewear designers.
Yes.
So that means, what kind of percentages are we talking? Maybe 5%,
Probably
10%?
5%. And I know
That's a
growing
small
up,
number.
I didn't see a lot of minority owners or women owners in the luxury eyewear business or in the eyewear business at all. But now that I've started mine, I've kind of expanded my reach, and I've noticed a lot of black women and black men are getting to the eyewear industry. I don't know if that pandemic put some fire under people's skin, and they decided, hey, let me start a business. But it is slowly increasing, but not to what's not at the rate compared to the majority. And the majority, I think, Luxottica, they own a good portion of these eyewear companies, and a lot of them like fall under that.
Okay.
So
gotcha. Okay.
I'm trying to break into this business. Aspirations, multi-million, multi-billion dollar companies. So I feel like I can do it. It's enough home for everybody.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the market is not that small, obviously. So there's definitely room for you. Definitely. Do you have more men or women customers, or what? Because the frames, they look, you know, like they're suited for women, but if you do not have any frames for men, is that something you're considering breaking into?
Yes, I want to break into. Initially, I started with a woman's frame because I feel like that's what I related to more, and I could like really design a woman's frame that I knew that a woman could like, hey, I like those. But as I started like kind of branching out and going to a lot of vending opportunities, a lot of men would come up to me like, do you have a men's frame? And I'm like, no. So that is a goal. I do want to start a men's line and even a unisex line where men and women could wear that same pair. So that is a goal I want to branch out into.
I think that is a fabulous idea. You should definitely hop on that, because I feel like that's going to double your revenue. Because men wear shades a lot too.
Yes, they
All
do.
races of men wear shades.
They do.
So you should definitely get into making a men's brand.
Yes, hopefully by the end of the year I can have my men's brand.
Get those frames going.
Moods Men.
Okay. If you need an investor, let me know.
Yeah. Oh.
I love eyewear. So and then my friends will tell you I wear shades during the day, at night, and you know, I wear tons of different types of frames, colors, different lens colors, everything. So all different shapes and sizes. So definitely is something.
And that's what I love about being an eyewear designer. The creativity is endless.
Exactly.
I can design a frame. This is a cat eye, and I can do the square. I could do rounds. I could switch up the stem, and that's what I love about it. And that's why, and going back to that childhood, my mom allowed me to be creative. I was like 5 years old. She would let me pick out my hair. I would always pick out blonde braids. So I would have blonde braids for the summer. So I feel like that helped me with my creativity. And that's why I love the eyewear business, because the creativity is endless.
That's so amazing. And the different color frames that you have also allow you to wear, change your hair color if you like. It'll match, you know, your frames will match the hair color, right? So if you're rocking the blonde, that will match the frames you have on today, because you've got the taupe, the tan. So versatility is good. Versatility is good. You said you were passionate about eyewear because you always wanted to wear shades and or glasses when you were young. You wore prescription glasses when you were young, so you kind of wanted to beautify, or maybe take the, oh my gosh, she wear glasses, karma out of what you were doing. Right?
I wanted to make it beautiful. I wanted to feel beautiful. I like feeling beautiful. As a woman, I think that's important, that you feel beautiful on the outside, because it makes you feel good on the inside, and it affects everyone around you.
Right. It exuberates.
So, So in the 5th grade, that is when I couldn't see, and I was struggling and squinting, and then my mother took me to the optometrist, and they were like, she needs some glasses. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to pick out my glasses. And then I would wear the glasses in the classroom. And then when I would get in the hallway, I would take them off. And I was like, I can't keep doing this.
So the first frames you got, were they like, oh my God, ugly, or were they, you picked out the best ones you could?
I picked out the best one because it was my first time. I really didn't know. And I wasn't good. That's probably why I took them off in the hallway.
Yeah, you just weren't feeling
good. So
then
I was like, but then I got tired of that. So I was like, people are going to take me with these glasses, and they're going to love me.
I'm trying to make myself cute.
Yes.
Sounds like mom has been very instrumental and supportive with ALLENA, you guys, and she's actually here in the studio today. So, hi, Miss Grant. Well, thank you for supporting ALLENA so much. You've done a fabulous job with her. She's a lovely young woman. We got big hopes for her. We got big hopes for her. Obstacles. I know you encountered some obstacles when you were starting your business. So when you first got started, what process did you use? What steps did you take? And what hurdles did you have to cross? And what have you learned about business startup?
I've learned so much. It has been a long journey. So how I got started, I actually was laid off during the pandemic. So I knew that I was going to be laid off, and my mother was like, look, if you want to do something, now's the time to do it. And I was laid off, so I had a lot of time on my hands. And I just started researching eyewear manufacturers. Then I came across my manufacturer, handmade in Italy. That is like the fashion capital of the world. It doesn't get any better than handmade in Italy. Mazzucchelli acetate, top-notch acetate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, just starting that, it took me from March to probably like September to design the frame, just going back and forth with my manufacturer and them letting me know, okay, you could do that, no, you can't do that. I was like, oh, well, I think this looks good, they think this looks good, and just getting their expertise and then picking out the 4 colors that I got to pick, and then I received them November 2020, and then my friend, shout out to my friend Paige, she helps me with my website. I've made my own website off of Shopify. I use that platform.
Okay.
And then I actually am celebrating my 1-year anniversary. I actually celebrated already April 9th.
Oh, right.
So I've been in business.
Happy 1-year anniversary.
Thank you. And that is when I launched April 9th, 2021. And I started selling my frames. I feel like the biggest hurdle has been marketing and finding my clientele and my niche, because I feel like it has to be a certain type of woman to understand I can pay $150, I could pay $199,
yes, ma'am,
and understand the value and behind the Mazzucchelli acetate, the made in Italy, because I'm that woman. I would have my mother spending $200, and I was in middle school, high school, and then I had to start buying my own because I wanted a luxury pair, because I feel like it's your face. Like, when you're
it's the first thing people see.
It's the first thing people see, so it should be a high quality frame.
Right, first impression.
So, I feel like, and just establishing myself, because I've only been in business 1 year, and just having people comfortable with spending that $199 with me, and knowing that this is a quality product.
Right.
So I feel like that's been my biggest hurdle: marketing, social media. And you asked, what have I learned? Just growing as a leader and having to, like, when something knocks you down, because I know life is hills and valleys.
Yes, it is.
You gotta get back up.
Yes.
You gotta get strong.
Right.
So I feel like that I've grown in leadership and getting tough skin and putting myself out there. And also with marketing, I run my own social media page. But I did get a PR company, L'Amour Lifestyle, because I was having a hard time finding that clientele. So I was like, okay, I feel like I've taken it as far as I can take it.
Right.
I need a professional to come in and help with that marketing. So I feel like that's been my biggest hurdle and the biggest learning experience.
Yeah, that is hard. Doing the marketing is hard. Being a one-woman show is hard. I know how that is. I know. And it's you have to find the right team and staff to support you. Because you can't just pull somebody out of the weeds and say, hey, come work on my team. That doesn't work. You really have to go through that process of interviewing and finding out who that person or that company really is. You got to do some background work on the company, because that person ultimately represents you at the end of the day. So you got to have someone that's on your team and willing to go the full length for you and your company.
That's important.
When they succeed, when you succeed, they succeed. So it's a team thing going on here. So let's show us some of the different colors that you have. You mentioned that you have the 4 colors. I know your mom is wearing the black
pair. This
with
is
the
mine.
gold. Oh my God.
Yes,
those
the
are
gold.
fire. Those are nice.
Yes,
she has too.
Those are nice. I love those. This is my best seller, Sassy Classy.
Okay.
People love the tortoise frame, and I'm shocked. I thought some people are afraid, but it takes a certain kind of woman to rock it.
Yes, I love
and
those
then
too.
I have Moods on the side. That's my brand name.
Yes.
And I wanted to differentiate myself amongst other people because, like I said, the possibilities are endless with eyewear. So I wanted Moods, and I wanted people to be like, "Ooh, what's that on the side? Let me take a closer look."
Yeah,
and I get that
too.
Talking point. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
This is the rose gold pair.
I like those.
Yes.
I like the rose gold, and it has the gold moods on the side.
Yes.
So guys, love that.
Mirrored lens, so no one can see your eyes.
Oh,
and,
good.
So if you want to look somebody up and down, you can't.
How about little guys? Do they look good? I mean,
Yes.
All right. Okay. One more. Hi. How y'all doing? Come on in.
And this is a cat eye, but I wanted to modernize it because I love old Hollywood. So I wanted to do a cat eye frame, but I wanted to make it modern. So that's why I kind of squared it out at the bottom.
Yeah.
And cat eye, it's a bold frame too. It's not for everyone either.
It's true. This is true.
Then I have my Boss Babe frame, the black hair, Boss Babe with the gold on the side, stainless steel, Mazzucchelli acetate.
Yes.
Yes. And the lens will protect your eyes from the sun rays. Okay, so you guys need to keep that in mind.
Yes.
Then I have another tortoise frame. These are brown, and I love these. I feel like these are just so sexy because brown is sexy. Black is beautiful.
Yes.
So with the gold stainless steel on the side as well. So I have one style. Remember, I am a luxury company, so I had to start off with one style, but I got to pick 4 different colors. Yes.
Which one you guys like so far? Rose gold, the black on black, or the brown? Brown. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this is how the Sassy Class. This is what I'm wearing right now. I put my prescription in it. And this is the best seller. And this is how it looks with the shade inside.
Nice. Yes. So you have your prescription lens in there, right?
In these ones.
Okay, not in the shades.
Not in the shades, but
okay.
You can if you want to take it to your local optometrist. They can make it a shade as well. And I'm actually going to Cancun, Mexico at the end of the month, so I plan on doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I love these, you guys. I don't know which one. I actually like all of them, of course, but I think maybe the black ones with the black lens and the gold moods on the side might be my faves, but I like them all. We're going to leave them out of here so Boston Nation can kind of see, so they can grow on them, so they can go ahead and purchase while they're looking. So we're going to do that. Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
I love those. Oh, my gosh. So we talked about your obstacles. We talked about your journey. We talked about what you've learned. So what is so rewarding about what you do? So we talked about the lows and the problems and the obstacles. What's the best thing to date that has happened with you and your
This is
eyewear?
like so simple, but what I love the most is when people will come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I love your frame," and then I'm like, "I designed them," and they're like, and the shock over their faces, they're just like, "How'd you do that?" And I feel like it's simple, but that is what I get satisfaction in, because it's like I started something, I followed it through, and I'm doing it.
Wow. So that's probably a very good feeling.
It
to have someone
is.
to walk up and say, "Oh, I love those," and you say, "Oh, this is my design."
Yes,
Right?
I design them, I own the business, and then I'm showing them my Instagram, pulling out my cards, and that's so simple. It's so simple, but it's rewarding.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So proud of you. How do you compare yourself to the other eyewear designers out there? I mean, there's so many, right?
Yes.
So how does Moods Eyewear compare to Gucci and Balenciaga and D&G and Fendi and All of them. You're right up there with them, yeah?
Yes. Well, first and foremost, I'm a black woman.
Yes.
Doing it
That's
in
the
the
first
industry.
big difference right there.
That's the
for
first
starters.
big difference. I own 100% of my company.
Correct.
Design the frames. And like I said, I'm right up there with everyone else. Handmade in Italy, the fashion capital of the world, okay?
Yeah.
Mazzucchelli acetate, stainless steel on the side.
Yes.
So I feel like just being a black woman in this luxury eyewear, especially because you have a lot of luxury companies, but you don't see a lot of luxury eyewear owned by a black woman.
Right.
So I
That's
feel
true.
like
That's true.
that puts me in a different league of my own.
That does. That sets you apart right there. That was the one thing I wanted you to mention is that it's a minority owned company. Not just a minority, it's a female minority owned company. You are the CEO of your own eyewear brand.
Yes.
That's a major step. That is a major step.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's something to be proud of, definitely. Do you find yourself wearing? Would you even wear another brand? Are you strictly moods?
Strictly moods.
Strictly moods.
Strictly moods. I don't think
That's
I
good.
can put on another. I mean, I love them. I see some ones that I like, but I feel like moving forward, when I got my glasses in November 2020, I picked out my Sassy Classy and I went straight to the optometrist. And I told my mom, hey, you got to get rid of those. Get your prescription shades. My sister, we're not wearing anything else. I'm wearing Moods Eyewear.
Okay. Well, that's what they say. When you own your own brand, you should wear nothing but your own brand because you represent your brand. So if you're going out in the streets, no matter where you're going, you are representing your own brand.
Yes.
Yeah, you're representing Moods Eyewear.
Yes. So
So-
I wear these every day. They're
Yeah.
sturdy, and I'm hard on glasses. They're sturdy. They haven't broken, so good.
Yeah. Quality brand, right?
Quality.
It's not ones you buy. It's not. They're not. And I think that has to do with them being Italian made. The texture that they're made from. They're sturdy. They're durable. Not comparable to the $7.99 shades you can find at the beauty supply store. Even though a lot of them look really good, but if you sit on them one time, they're out of there. They're trash.
And that's something that I fought with when I was.
Some of them are so cute.
But wearing one time.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really fought with. Like, that was a big step for me because I could have gone the affordable route, but I was like, I don't wear affordable frames. I wear luxury eyewear. So I feel like I should sell something that I know about, that I wear all my life, because that's, it'll be easy for me to sell.
Right.
So that's why I went the luxury route, and I think that might be the harder route, but I'm getting it done.
Yeah, that's good. You gotta follow your dream. You don't have to make something cheap. You have all calibers of customers. Some people want to pay 10, some want to pay 50, some will pay what you're offering. If they want a quality shade and they believe in the brand, they love what they see, they will buy the brand. So people buy what they like. So it's like going in the store. Some of us go in the dollar store for one item and come out with $100 tab because we saw so much other stuff. Or, no matter what store you go to. It can be Nordstrom's. We might go in for a shirt, but we still buy what we like. If we see something else in there, we're going to buy it.
We're going to buy it.
And that's the way the female mind works. And I know men are probably like, oh, no, I'm going to buy this t-shirt and I'm outie. But but if they have a passion for shades too, they will wear them.
There's been so many times where I went into a store and I say, hey, I'm gonna just spend this amount and come out spending hundreds of dollars.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You are right. People buy.
Yeah, they will spend money on what they want.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about that. And there are, all different calibers of revenues and incomes out there.
Yes.
So go for that. There's tons of money out there.
Yes.
People make money. So don't downplay your brand. Go for it. Go for it. What are your vision? What's your vision for your company? I know you have short-term goals. You have long-term goals. Talk to me about what your immediate goals are. Okay. That's like this week, this month, this year. Your short-term goals are what do you expect in the next 1 to 2 years, 3 years, and then your long-term goals. Where do you see your company in maybe 5 to 10?
Okay, so short-term goals, I want to expand into the men's. So Moods Men, unisex, That would be my short-term goals. Hopefully by the end of the year, I can have that up and running. Long-term goals. I want to get into tech. So I want to see how I can add tech to glasses.
Okay, and you mean like you put them on and you see?
Well,
explain
the possibilities are endless. So I know Google has a frame where it monitors diabetes. So,
okay. Oh.
Yes.
Huh.
So when you go to the eye doctor, they can look at your retina, or they can look at your eyes, and they can tell, okay, your cholesterol is high, your diabetes is kind of out of control. So Google has, and if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, but I do think it's Google where they made those shades, where it can like monitor, and that would be like biotech, monitor your health. So that's one way.
Okay.
I know.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Facebook has Bluetooth, so they have cameras on it, which is kind of, but they have cameras on there. Yes.
There's probably a market for that too.
There's probably a market for that too. VR, virtual reality,
Yeah.
and then I want to, and so that is my long-term goal within the 5 years. Finding a way, a tool on how I can make my glasses, or how I can get into the tech space.
Yeah.
Because tech is another billion-dollar industry.
It is, on top of the eyewear industry alone.
Yes.
I love that concept. That is I love it. And everything is tech-based anyway these days. Everyone is finding some type of way to incorporate something technical into what, tech is the way to go. Yeah.
So that would be my 5-year goal. And then expand my market. Hopefully I am running a multi-million-dollar business, or within 5 years as well.
Right. Okay. Lovely. Well, you guys, ALLENA has already showed. She already had sales from my studio audience before the show even started. So, and my sponsor, again, of course, is here. She has business and before the show even started. So, look like it's been a really good evening for my CEO lady bosses that's in the building today. Yeah. Got Juicy just walked into the studio late, but it's okay. She let me know she's going to be late joining us today, but that's fine. Definitely also she's one that can wear, she's a female rapper that's on the rise in the industry. She's doing big things as well, so she could probably definitely get it out there and get you a lot more customers as well. So that is wonderful. So where can we get your brand? I mean, where can we go?
Yes, so I have a website, moodseyewear.com. So go to that website and you can purchase my frames there. I actually just made a code, Real Talk, all lowercase. You can get $49 off, so that will put you at $150. So use code Real Talk, moodseyewear.com. I am also on TikTok at Moods Eyewear. And I'm also on Instagram at moodseyewear_.
Lovely, lovely. So I know you had some naysayers. I know your mom is your biggest supporter. I already know. That's what moms do. But I know you had naysayers and people that's like, oh, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Did you encounter any of those people? And even if they didn't say it to your face, did you hear about it behind your back? Or, there's always someone that's going to try to knock you down when you're trying to go up. So how did you handle that if you encountered that type of resistance?
Yes, I actually have. My immediate family has been very supportive. My mother, sister, brother, my dad will help me pack glasses. My sister has gone to all the vending opportunities with me. My brother has passed out business cards, bought some to give to his friends with a big following. My immediate family has been very supportive. Even my aunt, she's given me so much business advice, and my friends as well helps me with styling my shoot and helps me with making my website as well. So my immediate family and my close friends have been very supportive, but I've had some people like kind of throw shade, like, oh, I couldn't start a business. That's a lot. That's not for me. And I know businesses aren't for everybody, but why it's been so, I don't want to say easy, but I didn't think twice about starting the business, and I guess because this is where my passion lies.
Exactly.
So I didn't feel like I wasn't waking up in the morning like, oh, I gotta make this post, or oh, I have to go to this vending opportunity, or oh, I have to push these glasses because they sell themselves.
Yeah.
But it never felt like I'm doing this because I need to. Like, I'm doing
Like
it
it was
because
a burden.
Yeah, like a burden. And I'll get comments like that. It just feels like, okay, I love to do it, so it doesn't feel like I'm running a business. So I'm having fun.
Right.
I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they say when you're doing what you love, it's not work, right?
yeah.
It could get cumbersome at times when
Yes.
it feels like that's all you're doing. But at the same time, it's still rewarding.
It's rewarding.
It's rewarding, especially
It's rewarding.
when the preparation part of it. Going to do what you have to do may be cumbersome because you're tired, but once you get into what you're doing, it's like you're in your zone. You're in your zone.
Yes. And I ask God for this blessing, so I know He won't give me anywhere that I can handle.
Yes.
So I know that I can.
Girl, yes. Yes.
Yes.
I feel you on that.
Yes. So I'm just sticking to with that. Then I have comments like, oh, those aren't for me. That style isn't for me. And I'm like, okay, it's for a certain type of woman. You may not be that woman. And that's totally fine. Maybe in the next couple of years, I'll have something you like.
Exactly.
Just keep it pushing, keeping it positive, because I can't let anybody mess up my space, my energy.
Your
protect your
vibes.
peace, protect your heart. I think that's most important. I'm not going to let anybody rain on my parade.
Yes. I love it. You always have your own golf size umbrella.
Yes.
No raining over here, right? Do you see yourself making anything else in addition to glasses in the future?
So I do want to design another women's frame, and I want to design a unisex frame and a frame just for men. So I feel like those would be like my immediate goals, and that's what I want to do moving forward within the next couple of months. So God willing, I'll be able to do that.
Yes, that is wonderful. Definitely looking forward to the men's or the unisex ones that men can wear.
Yes.
I know a lot of men that wear shades. Like, men wear shades a lot.
They
You would
do.
think that they don't, but they wear shades just as much as women.
They really do. And
All
they'll wear
races.
them. I'll see men in the club, it's dark, and they will have on their shades.
I told you. I wear them too. Treat them, put the shades on, go sit down and chill and observe.
You can't see nothing, but you know I got something for you.
Right? So the rose gold ones are the only ones that have the mirrored frame to date, right?
Yes, these have the mirror frame. So people will not be able to see your eyes in this. They'll be able to see themselves in the mirrored frame. That's very, very popular.
So they can see themselves looking at you,
yes.
right? And you can see them
and
looking
you
at
can see them. Like, let me check this out. All right. So, and I feel like these are good for brunch. I call these the rose all day.
Okay.
So I feel like this is a good brunch frame on a Sunday. You have your mimosas and your chicken and waffles. I feel like these pair well with that.
I think that's going to be my fave. So we got the rose all day. We got the boss babes here.
Babe. This is getting the mood because I feel like these are sexy.
Getting in the mood.
Brown is sexy and it's a tortoise with the gold on the side. And then my bestseller, tortoise frame as well. Sassy, classy. And I just called it Sassy Classic because I feel like it's classy, a little bougie, but it has a little sass.
It has a little sass.
And exactly. And this is the only one that has black on the side. But the moods is stainless steel. And like I said, Mazzucchelli acetate. That is and it's eco-friendly as well.
Eco-friendly.
Yes.
That's always good too.
Yes.
Made in Italy.
Made in Italy.
What?
The fashion
And then the black frame with the gold that your mom's wearing. What is that one called? Or is those her personal frames with her lenses?
Yeah,
right?
she has a prescription in her frames. Like I said, you can take them to your local optometrist and get the prescription put in your frames.
Yes.
And I felt like I feel like that's just like a boss babe. That's for my bosses.
I like it. Black and bold.
Yes, with the gold stainless steel on the side as well.
I love it. I like them all. Yeah.
And it complements her hair.
Jeez, I know it does. Exactly. She's flossing over there, Boss Fam Nation. You can't see Miss Grant, but she's flossing over here.
Yes.
So we're going to take a question or two from the audience. Does anyone have any questions for ALLENA?
Hi, I'm Tina, and you mentioned you would expand your brand to the male, considering the male consumer. Would you, because you experienced as a child wearing glasses, would you ever expand it into shades for children that can also convert the frames?
Yes,
good question.
That is a great question. I do. I actually have a niece who's 5 months old, so I do want to expand for children. That's great. That's a great question.
Yes.
Because for those little girls that felt like me, having to wear glasses and you're just starting out and you may be in middle school or elementary, whatever it is, and you don't feel comfortable wearing frames, I want to create a stylish frame for those little boys and girls so they can feel, so they can feel good.
Yes.
And they can express themselves. Like, I feel like with glasses, like I said, I grew up wearing all kinds. They would be really big. They would have the swirlies on the side, just very dramatic.
Right.
So I feel like that's a way to express yourself as well. So.
That's good. That is an excellent question,
Yes.
Tina.
Thank you, because I was one of those girls that wore glasses starting in the 6th grade. So you're already at an awkward stage, and so
Yes.
having that would be great.
Yeah. That is an
We
amazing
can relate
question.
on that.
That is such a good question. Yeah.
Yes. Because I felt awkward. I felt so awkward. And it is
amazing.
because you're hitting puberty, and it's like, oh, this is another thing. And then you have those bullies. People are going to talk about me.
Yeah.
But I didn't let it get to me.
Wow.
And I made it into a business.
Yes. One question, as a hitch off of what Tina proposed as far as the children's eyewear, are your glasses able to hold the bifocal lenses? Because they're thick, right? They're a lot thicker. They call them Coca-Cola bottles back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But will these glasses accommodate
Yes.
a bifocal
Actually, my
lens
mother
like that?
has bifocals in
Oh.
hers. You can't see the line. They've made it to where they took out the line,
Wow.
and it's very
okay.
thin. And I also wanted to make it big enough because when they sent me the first prototype, it was kind of small, but I knew I wanted to put the prescription in it, so I wanted it to be kind of big when you put a prescription in, so it does accommodate bifocals. And that's a little
That's
tip
great.
as well. I always picked shades. I never picked the regular, because you can pick prescription frames where they're only for prescription, and then you pick shades frame. I would always go towards the shades frame because I felt like they were a little bit, the thickness is a little bit thick, and they're a little bit more dramatic, and it's heavier, but I'm a girl that's gonna pick the dramatic, the bigger. So I would always pick a shades frame and get a prescription put in it. So that was important to me when I was designing it as well. And I thought about my mother when I designed it. So
Yes, that is amazing. You've got all the bases covered.
Yes.
So that's two things we need to look forward to: the men's wear or the unisex wear, and then frames that are children's size.
Mm-hmm.
Children's size.
Mm-hmm.
So just off the cuff, for the children's lenses, you think they'll be shaped the same as these, or is that something you have to go to the laboratory and think about?
Yes, I'm gonna look at the trends, what's trendy, go on TikTok, see what the kids are wearing, and do my research, and design a frame fit for a young man or woman.
Okay,
Yes.
I love that. So
Yes.
those should definitely be unisex, right?
Yes,
The
those
ones
should-
that you make for the children should
Yes.
just already be unisex. I'm thinking that would be
Yeah.
good, and not this particular frame.
Frame, yes.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna switch it up. The next women's frame, I want to switch it up. I might go like the rectangular route because that is very trendy now.
It is, yeah.
So I've been thinking. I've been doing my research. I'm excited. I need to get back into my creative bag and start sketching.
Yes,
So,
a lot of room for growth.
yes, it is.
That is so amazing. So I'm going to ask you guys one more question. So I know someone has a question, so go ahead and think of what that is, okay? But before we give that question or ask that question, I wanted to reiterate to you guys that may have joined us late that the customized set that we have here today is the top-notch A+ 5-star work of K Occasions. They decorated my set today. They are sponsoring the show today. This set is amazing. They are top-notch event planners, you guys. They are into event planning. So if you have any events that are coming up, they do all events. They're amazing. Need I say more? And they put this together in 2 hours. Okay? They arrived around 4:30 or so, and they were done by the time I made it to the studio today. So not only are they elegant, top-notch, 5-star, they're fast. What more can I say? Right? So this is just amazing, you guys. I don't know what else to say. Again, I want to thank my sponsors so very much. K Occasions. You can find them on Instagram at K Occasions. Please, please, please look them up for your next event. If you forget the name, you can always go back and pull up today's show. It'll be on all live streaming platforms. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube with all the edits. The full editing is going to be done and available on my YouTube channel tomorrow by 1 o'clock. Yeah, they're amazing. If for some reason you don't want to go through the hassle of trying to find them, remember the name. You can always DM me, and I will put you in direct contact with K Occasions. Okay? Please look them up, you guys. They're absolutely amazing. Okay? We're going to ask one more question. One more question from the audience. We got 2 questions. We'll go with you first.
My name's Colette, and what do you do in your spare time when you don't want to design glasses?
Nothing to do with glasses, Alena.
That's a great question. And I found out that this was really important to me during the pandemic when I could not do it. And this is very simple too. I love to go to a good happy hour or brunch with my girlfriends. Okay?
Yes, you can add me to the group.
Yes, we can. You know, Houston is so cultured, and they have so many different happy hours. The possibilities are limitless. And I just love getting that energy out, telling my girlfriends, okay, I'm dating this person, I'm doing this, I'm working on this, and we're just exchanging information and exchanging energy. Oh, so I found that was really important to me during the pandemic when I could not do it. It's important to release that energy and not have it bottled up, just for your mental stability.
Oh my God.
So that is what I like to do in my free time when I'm not designing glasses.
And that's a good question. Don't forget your question. But that's a good question because a lot of men don't understand how can you and your girlfriends go to happy hour and stay for 5 or 6 hours? It's been that long. It seems like an hour to us, but it's because like Alena just stated, each of us have so much we want to talk about, chat about, get caught up on, and that takes a while. We can't just do it in an hour, okay? So we're speaking to all the men out there just wondering, yes, we stayed in happy hour for 5 to 6 hours. It's true. It's true.
Yes.
Right. Okay, another question.
Yes, hi, my name is Nikki. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I do have a question. So, I know you're strictly online. Are you wanting to go like to Lynn Crafters and places like that? Like in like a storefront?
Yes,
I don't know if that's hard to do. I don't know the
I'm glad
logistics
you asked
of
that because I forgot. I am in Smith's Opticians, so you can go.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Good question.
Thank you. That is a great question. I forgot to mention it. I was, and that's like a boutique eyewear store. It's in 3rd Ward, Texas. Okay, my roots are in 3rd Ward, next to the Ion. So Smith's Opticians, they have, and I wanted to go there because they have all kinds of frames. Like you can get really, really different frames, frames from the 1970s. So I thought that I would fit perfectly in there. And I just actually woke up one day, I was down and I was like, oh, I need to push my business. How am I going to do this? And then I called them and I was like, would you carry my glasses? And they told me to bring them down. And we talked for like 2 hours, and they bought eight pairs of frames. So they sold out of the Sassy Classy, and I think the Rose All Day. So you can find me in Smith's Opticians. I do plan, as I grow, hopefully I can get an ambassador that can go into those stores like Lens Crafters. that will take my frame. Because I know my mother, she'll go to the eye doctor and they're like, these are, they don't believe that I made them because it's such good quality. So they don't think, like, they can't believe it. Because it's, like I said, handmade in Italy, the fashion capital of the world, Mazzucchelli acetate, stainless steel on the side.
Say it.
So people are really, like, they're really impressed, especially because eye doctors, they know what good quality is.
What's not.
So a lot of them try to see what they can do for me and how they can get me in the eyewear store. So right now I am in Smith's Opticians. Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes, they have two. They purchased twice. They came back. I gave them 4 pair, and then they came back and purchased 6 more. So they were too.
Right.
Yes.
That's great. So hopefully they'll be coming back again and again, making those orders, getting some big bulk orders.
Yes, big bulk.
And maybe other eyewear companies will follow suit and start ordering them as well.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
ALLENA GRANT, everybody. Look at you. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be on your finale show. I was so excited and I came prepared. I was like, let me study, get my research on.
Right.
So thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you here today, and we all wish you well. We're all going to support you. I'm sure everyone that's watching is going to support you as well. Again, we all wear glasses, shades. If you wear prescription lenses, you can always buy the glasses, take the lenses out, take them to your optician, and get your lenses put in those frames, you guys. Okay? All right. You're amazing.
Thank you.
So, do you have any advice for anyone that's out there that's wanting to start a business or something similar? What do you have wise words for them?
What's for you is for you, okay? Don't let anything get in the way of that. Keep your eye on the prize. And, like, you may not see results in the beginning, but don't let that deter you. Just keep going. Like, a lot of people give up within the first year or even the first 3 years, but you have to keep going. It takes, like, at least 5 years to really hit that mark. So I plan to keep going. Don't give up. I feel like find your passion. And that'll make it a lot easier as well. So that would be my advice. So just keep going. Keep going.
But find your passion, though. Your passion will lead you to your purpose.
Yes,
so
that is very true.
You got to find out what you're passionate about and make that something that you can turn into revenue.
Because when I was laid off during the pandemic, I really spent a lot of time. I was so down. I was so down, and I just kept seeing a lot of things when I did my research, like how do people start, like Oprah, even Nipsey Hussle, like, and they all said, like, find your passion, and then you're gonna put that effort in. And I do believe what's for you is for you. Okay,
that's true.
And that'll just lead you right into your purpose.
And don't forget to pray about it. If you're a praying person, don't forget to pray about it.
And there's going to be hills and valleys. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. But just keep going. Because it seemed like every time I fell down or like, why am I doing this? Something good always happens. Like God always threw something in there to keep me motivated.
Correct.
So,
yes. That's good. Well, thank you so much for those final words. We really appreciate that. And I hope someone out there learned today that living proof here, you've got a minority female CEO of a designer eyewear company in an industry that is a $140 billion with a B industry. There's room out there. So whatever your passion is, you guys, turn that into your purpose and turn that passion and that purpose into some lucrative revenue. Okay? Always have a plan. Surround yourself with people that support and love you. Be strategic in your planning. Put it all down on paper. Make it a trademark or get your DBA, get your LLC, whatever it is you need to do, and make sure that your hard work and your efforts isn't stolen by someone else. And like ALLENA said, do not give up. Don't give up. Okay? We up. We up. All right. Thank you guys so much. This is our season finale. We're about to pop some bottles over here and celebrate the end of this season. And just stay tuned for when I'm starting my season 3. Of course, we're taking a break. Starting season 3 in a few weeks, maybe 6. And we'll be back. All right. Thank you guys so much. Carlotta B signing off from Real Talk Houston Studios. Love you, love you, love you, love you.